Right, I've just been fixing up this old fly mine I found in a bush on the side of the road earlier. And if you notice, everything's dry. We haven't had any rain yet. So, fingers crossed that we won't have any rain today. When you're watching this video, it's obviously Sunday. But I'm filming it yesterday on Saturday. Now my plan is, as always, to go out and do a bit of filming today, Sunday, to you. You know, we go out a bit and do a bit of RCing. But if it happens to rain tonight, which it's supposed to piss down immensely, so I won't be going out, let's have a look at this. Now I'm going to tell you lot how to adjust your steering, because I see a lot of people, want to hear about a lot of people that don't know how to adjust their steering when it's pointing one way or the other, and it always goes round in a corner or the other when they're not doing anything. It's a very simple thing to fix. Alright, so if you if you prop the old front of the old car up there on something, I've used a bottle of nitro, and you can easily see what the wheels are doing. Now what you've got, in most chances, like this is normal, yeah? If you've damaged your car, if your car was alright, and then you hit something hard, or you crash, you hit a curb, or you crash, or do something, and then all of a sudden it's pointing in one direction, you've more than likely broken something, you know, a bit of the steering or suspension, or something's not quite right. It might have been damaged the servo, I don't know. But then you need to look at it. But if for some reason all of a sudden you haven't really crashed, and your steering all of a sudden goes to one side, what you need to look at is you've got on your transmitter, you've got all the little settings. Now, we're going to never get a focus on the bloody thing. You have to excuse the dirtiness of my transmitter because it's been sat in a lot of dust for about years and years. Anyway, on your transmitter you'll have the throttle trim and the steering trim. Now you want to have a look at that, you want to turn that, because that will adjust what way your steering goes, you know what I mean, as sort of standard. I don't know how else to say it, you know, just as it is when you're not steering. So if you turn on the old transmitter and then turn on the actual car, and it will do its little thing. Now if you turn that, you'll notice, I'm turning it one way now, so you'll notice the wheels go right. If I turn it in the other direction, they go left. Not as far, they seem to go more right than they do left for some reason. But that would be why. So you need to adjust that somewhere where your car goes straight. And the best way to do it, the best way to do that is to not accelerate hard, even just push the car. But you can, you know, just drive in a straight line, and you can adjust that trim while you're driving, and until the car goes in a straight line. If it goes like that, just adjust it till it goes in a straight line, and then you'll be alright. That's the best way to adjust your steering trim. Because I always see a lot of people, they always say to me, oh, the bloody car always goes to the right, or it always goes to the left. I'm always having to keep steering slightly all the time. It's because they haven't got their trim set properly. It's the same thing a lot of people always say to me, oh, the throttle's on the brake. You know, either it used to be like that and all of a sudden it's changed, or it's been like that out of the box. It's because it's got reverse and normal on here. And so you can change it to whether you want it to be back to front or normal. Funnily enough, that's reverse. I don't quite know why. It should be the other way around, because it's normal to have the throttle there. But all you've got to do is switch these. Look, servo reverse switch. So that's, you know, another reason. And also there you've got your throttle trim. It should be self-explanatory, but if you turn that in one way, look, you see the throttle opens up a little bit. Right, you see the throttle down now. I'm now turning the throttle trim. There you go. It's all the way open, and now we're closing it. I'm all the way closed now because I don't want it to be open when it should be on tick over. So that's how to set that up, really. You know, it's a very simple thing to do, but a lot of people don't know about it, or they just don't do it, and then they wonder why their car does strange things. But that's how you need to do it. So now I've shown you lot how to set your idle. I've shown you how to set your throttle on the servo. I've shown you how to set your idle, your tick over, so that it's ticking over at a decent speed. You know, you want it to be just above, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video, but you want your tick over to be just above where it cuts out. You don't want it too high, because what it will do, even though the car might not be moving, it might be trying to move, and that centrifugal clutch will be flicking out just enough to grab on the bell housing, but not enough to go, but then it'll wear your clutch out. Yeah, so when it's ticking over, some people don't have their cars ticking over, but I like to leave mine ticking over. I don't like turning it off, so I always just leave it ticking over when I'm out and about. I don't turn it off, you know. I don't turn it off to fuel it. I don't turn it off for nothing. I fuel it up while it's still running on the tick over. If I'm talking to somebody, it's ticking over. Don't turn it off at all. Some people turn them off all the time, but that's their own problem. So you want your tick over to be just above the point where it wants to cut out, where it's too slow. That's where you want it, because then the clutch isn't flinging out, you know, everything's just relaxed. That's how you want it. Anyway, so I've shown you how to adjust that with the screw and everything, and now I've shown you how to set up your steering, and I've also shown you just now how to set up your throttle with throttle trim, and how to, you know, if you want them in reverse. Some people like them in reverse. Some people like the steering to be, when you turn left, for the car to go right. Some people do it like that. I know people that have their transmitter upside down and hold it in all different ways. You know, some people have it like that, and I'm like, what's going on? I just hold it like that. You know, so when I turn right, the car goes right. But there you go. So now I've shown you lot how to do that. Hopefully, out of, I think I've got like 479 subscribers, so there should be at least 479 people in this world that have a car that's set up properly. I'd like to hope it's more, but we'll work on that theory. Thanks for watching, you lot. Holy moly! I just walked into that and I saw that, and it was, well, I didn't see it, I walked into it and it was on my nose. Nah. Anyway, big old bloody spider though, look at that. Whoa! Right on my face that was, hanging down from the old web. Nah. Anyway, what I was going to say was, before the old spider went all over my bloody face. Yeah, so I'm sorry for the lack of action again. I know I apologise in every video. Some of you lot don't like these type of videos, but hopefully I'm helping some of you lot out by making these type of videos, telling you how to do things. Hopefully some of you are being helped out, and you know, you can just hang on there until I get to go out and actually do some action. You know, just having a drive about, because we're only in, well, we're in March. You know, the weather's not, I'm in England, man, so the weather's not the best. But we haven't had any rain for a few days. It's supposed to piss down tonight. Hopefully it doesn't. So you get this video Sunday morning, and you're watching it now. And if I can get enough footage, I'll upload a video in the same day. If not, I'll get some, and I'll do it next Sunday. But I really appreciate you lot all hanging on and subscribing. It means the world to me that you lot actually subscribe and watch my videos. So yeah, thanks a lot, and if you have anything you want to comment about, please put some comments in the comment box and I'll reply to every single one and I'll read them. It's really fascinating seeing what you lot have to say, you know. And if you tell me how you do things, what way do you hold your transmitter? Do you hold it in a funny way? I know some people that hold them like that, you know, and steer upside down, and I just have it like that, in front of me like that. That's how I have it, and I just turn right and it goes right. I turn left, you know, that's how I do it. But some people are weird and back to front. But so how do you do it? Let me know. Thanks for watching, everyone.